It is a weather alert day with winter weather advisories extending into the weekend. Stacey Lee gets you prepared in her first alert forecast. And with temperatures expected to plummet, it's a good time to prepare your home. We tell you how to protect plants, people, pets, and pipes coming up. Plus, Boeing is under the microscope as the FAA launches an investigation into the plane that lost its fuselage door plug mid-flight.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling. It has been a gusty day with more wintry conditions to come. Let's go straight to Stacey Lee with your first alert weather forecast.
Are you guys ready for that Arctic blast? I know I'm not. Now, our gusty winds we've had today decreasing. Our temperatures are going to plummet tonight. We could see wind chills up to minus 25 to 35. That is very dangerous. And we are still tracking some lowland snow anywhere from 4 to 8 inches, mainly along the foothills of the Blues. But there's tons of winter weather advisories in place. Blowing snow. We're going to see a couple of feet of snow picking up by the end of the weekend in the Blue Mountains here. There's a chance of snow showers down the Columbia River Gorge. A couple more feet of snow up in the Cascades and that Arctic blast coming down into our area. Let's take a look at that storm track for tomorrow. Most of the activity will stay below Washington over the top of Oregon and then make its way down into Northern California. So very active weather with temperatures tonight in the single digits. Bundle up, stay nice and warm. I've got more details coming up in my full weather forecast.
Thanks, Stacey. And we have team coverage of this potentially dangerous winter weather. Alyssa Warner is live in Pendleton this evening. Alyssa, how are conditions there?
Hey Jill, so I'm sure you can hear things are extremely windy out here. We saw a lot of those gusty winds you were mentioning as we drove down from Tri-Cities into the Pendleton area. So far, lots of wind. We are seeing those temperatures start to dip. We're already in the 30s and getting colder here. Now, what I haven't seen so far this evening has been that snow that we were expecting. I was just speaking with the National Weather Service here in Pendleton. Their meteorologists here are telling me that it looks like most of the snow has swept a little bit south. So Pendleton may be the northern edge of what that storm is expected to hit. But there's a lot of uncertainty in this forecast. We're seeing the mountains, the elevation changes. All of this makes for a very complicated picture for meteorologists to try to piece together. So they are working on that. They're keeping us updated, and we're going to keep you updated as we're out here. Now, whether or not the snow does move in this weekend, we are going to see those really seriously cold temperatures. We're talking potentially sub-zero in parts of the area. That means it is going to be dangerous to be outside. So please, if you've got the time, stay inside. Maybe check on your neighbors. Make sure you are stocked up and ready for the cold this weekend, because again, it's not going to be something to mess around with. And again, whether that snow comes or not, the cold is on its way. You can hear it blowing in right now. So we're going to continue tracking things here in Pendleton. But for right now, Jill, I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Alyssa, and we'll be checking back in with Alyssa throughout the evening. And with temperatures expected to be in the single digits within the coming days, we want to remind people where they can go to find an escape from the cold. First Congregational Church on South Palouse Street in Walla Walla will open an emergency warming center this evening at 7. It will stay open through 7 a.m. Monday, January 15th. The Christian Aid Center on Birch Street will be open between 8:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. The Walla Walla Public Library is also offering a place to warm up Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 7 p.m. There are also several warming centers in Benton and Franklin counties. According to the Benton-Franklin Health District, you can call 211 or visit wa211.org for information and a list of local warming centers. Well, when it comes to driving in conditions like this, many drivers believe if they have proper snow tires or an all-wheel drive vehicle, it's nearly impossible for them to spin out. But before heading out in winter weather, make sure you check your tires that they are at the right PSI. Check your battery to make sure it is in good working condition. Don't use cruise control while driving on snowy or icy roads. Finally, give other drivers space. Remember, if you get into a crash or spin out, first responders trying to help you are also put at risk in these conditions. It's also important to have a good car emergency kit. Make sure you always have items with you to help you stay warm, such as hats, coats, and blankets. Have a windshield scraper, flashlight, first aid kit, booster cables, and a multi-tool like a Swiss Army knife. Cat litter or sand also helps if you're in an icy area and need traction under your tires. Find a complete emergency kit at applevalleynewsnow.com. As we now officially get into our winter weather conditions, it's important to remember the 4 Ps. That means protecting your people, pets, plants, and pipes. For people, check on friends, family, and neighbors. Make sure everyone is okay. For pets, they need to have shelter from winter weather and make sure they have food and water available. For plants, cover them up, especially if they are not winter friendly. And for pipes, insulate them if you can. Cover outside hose spigots and make sure that you know where your shutoff valve is in case of an emergency. While trying to keep warm, never use a generator inside your home or garage and run them at least 20 feet away from your home so the fumes won't seep in. If you choose to use a space heater, look for a device that has an automatic shutoff if it gets tipped over. Don't leave it on and then go to sleep. And always make sure you have working smoke detectors and carbon monoxide alarms in your home. To get more in-depth information on preparing for our winter weather, just click on our winter weather article at applevalleynewsnow.com. We've got more information on all of the stories you just heard. With some areas in our region seeing snow tonight, the U.S. Postal Service is encouraging people to help out letter carriers by keeping paths clear. Slippery conditions pose an injury risk for mail carriers. The Postal Service is asking customers to make sure front porches and sidewalks are clear of snow and ice. Customers with curbside delivery are also asked to keep snow cleared away from their mailboxes. The FAA has announced an investigation into Boeing following the mid-air incident that saw a fuselage door plug blow off an Alaska Air flight over Oregon last week. The NTSB is also looking into a key contractor for Boeing. Laura Aguirre has more on the many moving parts of these investigations.
We know what broke. We need to understand how it broke.
What broke was a fuselage door plug on Alaska Air Flight 1282 last Friday. It blew off shortly after takeoff, depressurizing the cabin and terrifying the passengers inside until the crew could land the jet safely. The door plug was later found on the lawn of a Portland, Oregon home.
We're going to look at it in a microscope and figure out where there are bolts here in the first place.
Questions that may be answered by Spirit AeroSystems, a Boeing contractor that builds the fuselages for the 737 MAX 9 aircraft.
Our job is to understand literally everything that has happened, everything that surrounds that particular fuselage plug, and fix it.
Spirit AeroSystems executives say they're cooperating with the NTSB's investigation, noting in a statement that they remain focused on the quality of each aircraft structure that leaves their facility.
We have asked everybody who touches our processes to volunteer information that might cite a nonconformance.
The FAA announced Thursday that it's launching an investigation of its own into Boeing. In a post on X, the FAA says such an incident should have never happened, and it will determine if Boeing failed to ensure its products met the approved design and could be operated safely. Boeing CEO says he isn't ready to point fingers at Spirit AeroSystems directly.
Yes, it escaped their factory, but then it escaped ours too. So we're all in this together. We have to figure this one out.
I'm Laura Aguirre reporting.
Across the Northwest in Tacoma, results of an internal investigation into 3 police officers' involvement in Manuel Ellis's death has been delayed until Tuesday. The officers in question were involved in the arrest of Ellis in 2020, who died in police custody. According to the Tacoma Police Department, the officers were trying to arrest him for opening car doors while walking home from a convenience store when a confrontation broke out. During the incident, Ellis told the officers that he couldn't breathe. Ellis was unarmed and died of hypoxia suffocation. In a settlement agreement last year, Pierce County agreed to pay Ellis' family more than $4 million. And last month, the court acquitted the officers of any murder charges, but the internal investigation results are expected to be released on Tuesday. The Washington Department of Health reports opioid overdoses nearly tripled for 14 to 18-year-olds statewide between 2016 and 2022. And while state law requires school districts with 2,000 students or more to have at least one set of an opioid reversal medication like naloxone at each high school, it can be expensive or hard to get at times. That's why the DOH has launched a program that will bring 2 sets of naloxone to any public high school that wants it.
Around the state, the ESDs are managing the orders from the public high schools in their district, sort of that relationship with the high schools, and then they're submitting those orders through us and we're fulfilling them.
And anyone in Washington state can purchase naloxone over the counter at a pharmacy through the statewide standing order or order it online for free. The city of Walla Walla says there has been an issue with utility payments made between December 10th and December 16th, 2023. Affected payments were those that were mailed or dropped off in the drop box on 3rd Avenue at the Corps of Engineers building. The city of Walla Walla says there is a claim filed with the United States Postal Service and staff are investigating the situation. Customers who paid by mail, drop box, or deposited using debit or credit cards are encouraged to contact the financial institution they bank with to verify if the check or credit card payment was applied to the utility account. A review has been launched by the Pentagon's Inspector General after Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin failed to immediately disclose recent hospitalizations. Austin is being treated for prostate cancer at Walter Reed National Medical Center and had surgery on December 22nd. He was later hospitalized on January 1st for complications and admitted to the ICU the following day. While some of his authority was transferred to his deputy, the White House had not been immediately notified of Austin's hospitalization. The review will examine whether appropriate policies are in place to ensure an effective transfer of power and duties.
This doesn't need to happen again. We're thankful that nothing so serious occurred during this incapacity of the Secretary that national security suffered. But it is a learning experience, I hope, for the administration, for the Secretary, and an opportunity for us to make sure this never happens again.
Austin's condition has reportedly improved, but he is still in the hospital. Coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 5, a challenge for readers through the winter, how Yakima Valley Libraries is working to get more adults reading again. And we continue to watch the skies with active winter weather happening this evening. Stacey Lee has your first alert forecast coming up.
Monday, NFL Super Wildcard Weekend wraps up as Philadelphia battles Tampa Bay live from Tampa. The Eagles and the Buccaneers. Then stay tuned for Apple Valley News Now Prime Time, Monday starting at 4:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
Dishwasher on the fritz. Laundry giving you fits. A water heater that quits. In a world without Culligan, hard water makes life harder. Get a Culligan softener, the world's best. Put your water worries to rest.
It's that time again.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds on brand name mattress sets.
All remaining models from last year's inventory are on sale.
Here's your chance to get a comfortable, great night's sleep at up to 60% off.
Don't hesitate, or else you'll have to wait another year to take advantage of these incredible savings.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Spin, win, and land on something huge at Wild Horse Resort and Casino in the $150,000 Mega Spin Extravaganza. Use your Club Wild Card to earn entries every day. Then join us every Friday and Saturday when we'll call winners to spin the Mega Wheel and take home up to $16,000 in cash and free play. Mega Spin prizes increase until someone lands on it. Will you win the biggest one? Start earning entries today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Jeff Kreutz.
And I'm attorney Megan Changaroya.
Thank you, Tri-Cities, for voting us Best Personal Injury and Best Overall Law Firm.
We are so honored and grateful to serve this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call the law firm that has served Central Washington for 30 years. Call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
A winter flight over a beautiful park. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back. I'm here outside the National Weather Service, just outside of Pendleton, Oregon, and the wind has already been picking up in just the few minutes since we saw you last. We were talking extremely gusty winds out here. It's going to be very difficult if you're trying to drive anything with a higher profile out on the highways tonight. This is going to keep coming, and it's bringing much colder temperatures to the region. We're talking potentially dangerous cold through the weekend and into early next week. Now, the good news is we may not see as much snow as initially expected. That seems to have swung a little bit to the south, according to the National Weather Service, but they're telling me there's a lot of uncertainty here, so we're going to keep you updated as we continue to learn more and as we continue to see this potentially dangerous winter weather move through our area. But for an in-depth look, I'm going to turn it over to Stacey Lee.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee.
And here it is. Those sub-zero temperatures are coming in late tonight and tomorrow. All this coming down from Canada and going to be right on top of Washington State, partially into Oregon, parts of Idaho, the entire state of Montana. It's going to be freezing there, as well as into Wyoming. And then eventually this Arctic blast will start to move off to the east. But that's what we've got, that jet stream pulling all that cold air right on down to our region. On top of that, we have tons of winter weather advisories and watches going on through the region. Winter weather watch down the Columbia River Gorge. We could see some snow accumulating there past the Dalles or in between the Dalles and Hermiston. Blowing snow with those gusty winds in the blue, 16 to 32 inches expected there. Arctic blast coming down. We could even see anywhere from 4 to 8 inches here in the lower elevations. And we're looking at 2 to 3 feet of snow again for the Cascade Mountains. So we'll keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at our futurecast and see what we have for tonight. Here's that active weather between Hermiston and Pendleton, and we're going to continue to see those snow showers in Pendleton from Heppner to Pendleton, continuing throughout the night, picking up a couple of inches of snow there. Walla Walla later this evening, and then we'll start to clear out. Most of the activity on Friday appears will stay to the south across Oregon, like we showed you earlier, and across Northern California. As we get into Saturday, we have another system moving in, and as we get a little closer, we'll be able to look at that a little more closely. But there's a big band of snow showers down the Columbia River Gorge, so that's going to impact weekend travel into the Portland area, so just be aware of that. Snow accumulations aren't too impressive for the lower elevations like Tri-Cities and Prosser, just a skiff there, about 4 inches in Cle Elum. This is where we're going to pick up the heaviest snowfall, Pendleton, Walla Walla, and Dayton. We've also got that wind advisory that's going to be in place through tomorrow. Those strong gusty winds along with that cold Arctic air, that's going to be those wind chill factors that are going to fall well below zero. Here's where we were today. Look at that drop. It is pretty significant, and we stay down in the teens and low 20s into most of next week, down to 10 degrees on Saturday in Yakima. We'll stay in the teens for the first part of the week, moving on in there. Tonight's lows, like I said, we're going to be down in the single digits in some of our areas. 9 degrees for Pendleton tonight, 10 in the Tri-Cities, 7 in Yakima. Got a chilly 4 degrees in Dayton. So dangerously cold. You got to think about winterizing your house. You got to protect your pets, any plants, and of course people. Limit your time outside. You can get frostbite in as little as 30 minutes in temperatures like that. All right, let's plan your day for tomorrow. There's those temperatures. Brr, it's going to be cold. It doesn't really warm up much. We're going to stay cold like that right on through the weekend and, like I said, into the first part of next week. So be safe out there. I've got your planning forecast coming up here in just a bit.
Yakima Valley Libraries is putting on a winter reading challenge for adults, a bingo-style event going on from now until the end of March. The goal, to encourage adults to branch out and read outside their comfort zones. You can pick up a bingo card at the library or online with categories like an author who shares your last initial, a challenged book, or something with a green cover. Read matching books, fill in the squares, and each bingo, 5 in a row, gets you an entry for raffle prizes like gift cards to Amazon, Inklings, or Starbucks, or tickets to the Central Washington State Fair, the Yakima Nation Cultural Center, or Yakima Valley Museum.
This game of book bingo is a fun opportunity to win prizes for doing something that you love. Perhaps for others, it's a good time to resolve to read more in 2024.
You can turn in your completed bingo card to any one of the 16 library locations or the bookmobile by April 1st to get entered into the drawing. More details are available at yvl.org. Kennewick School District Superintendent Dr. Tracy Pierce will be retiring at the end of the 2024-2025 school year. The school district is now starting the process of recruiting and hiring a successor to serve as the deputy superintendent until Dr. Pierce retires in June 2025. The school district is asking the community to weigh in on an online survey. People are asked to share what qualities and characteristics they would like to see in the deputy superintendent and the biggest challenges facing the Kennewick School District. We have a link to the survey on applevalleyNewsNow.com, and the deadline to fill it out is January 24th. Up next on Apple Valley News Now at 5, inflation. Is it going up or down, and how does that even matter to the average person?
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
It's our annual year-end inventory closeout sale at Mattress Depot USA.
This is your best opportunity of the year to save hundreds.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Enjoy some of the best terrain in the region, only 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a stroll away from dining, water slides, indoor surfing, and 84 degrees. And a gondola ride away from our covered carpet lift, tubing, and acres of snow rider heaven. Family memories are made at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Beat just like it's takeout. Show me you got soul inside those new shoes, and you can rock and roll with an attitude. So good, so fresh, just the way you like it. Just the way you like it.
Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep that's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And during Purple's New Year, New You event, save up to $800 on select mattress and adjustable base bundles. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Floor scuffs, tears, and nasty scratches. Forget them for good with Ruby Sliders, the chair leg covers that stretch to fit most chairs and make floor marks a thing of the past. Slide it here, slide it there, slide it anywhere. Just slip them on and keep your floors looking like new. They fit any size or shape furniture leg and glide effortlessly. Forget flimsy felt pads and caps that don't fit. Just stretch it on and slide it. Call or click now to get Ruby Sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping.
Next ET, we're with Austin Butler on reteaming with his Elvis co-star Tom Hanks.
You hear him laugh down the hallway and you go, that's Woody.
Plus, our ET retrospective with Vivica A. Fox. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
At Mattress Depot USA, we realize your top priority is to get a quality mattress at a great price.
And it never hurts to do business with someone local.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Welcome back. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the rate of inflation improved over 2023. Federal data released today shows a 3.4% increase in prices last year, down by nearly half from December 2022, when the inflation rate was at 6.5%.
2023 was a year where we saw inflation, the rate of inflation come down dramatically. Now, that doesn't mean prices are coming down, it just means they're not going up as fast. But the important point is that we're now back to a situation where income is growing faster than inflation.
Costs of food and energy came down from 2022, but that hasn't been a huge help to households still struggling with the rising costs of shelter, healthcare, and car insurance. Next up, we will have a live look at the weather in Pendleton. We'll be right back.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
When you need legal help,
trust Quantum Legal. In football, your team can have a bad season. In real life, when you are having a bad season, you can call Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. And with tens of millions of dollars collected on behalf of clients, we will find the best solution for your situation. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit us online at quantumlegal.com.
Tonight, the legal challenges facing the GOP frontrunner, where things stand as Americans get set to vote, plus the flooding after the storm in some states. More Americans turn to the most watched newscast on television, World News Tonight with David Muir.
2024 is the year of the dragon, and Legends Casino Hotel has a fire breather that can warm your wallet with cold, hard cash during our $120,000 Fire and Ice Fortunes. Don't be left out in the cold. Ignite your luck by using your Legends rewards card to earn entries. And ride the Dragon of Fortunes to claim $3,000, $8,000, and $10,000 every Thursday in January. But don't let us drag on about it. Come in and win the $120,000 Fire and Ice Fortunes, only at Legends Casino Hotel.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, because she's an herbivore.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at Hapo.
Hapo's my bank. I've been a member of Hapo since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at Hapo Community Credit Union.
I'm with Hapo.
You're not just a number there. You know, you're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I don't know, I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join Hapo Community Credit Union today.
January is Cervical Cancer Awareness Month. Early stage cervical cancer can have no symptoms, so start getting tested at age 25. There's more at applevalleynewsnow.com.
Becky Morris at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. Visit prosserhealth.org.
We are bringing you team coverage of the winter weather slamming the entire area this evening. Alyssa Warner is live in Pendleton, where they're expected to get some of the worst of it.
Hey, Jill. Yeah, we are tracking with extremely gusty winds out here in Pendleton. We're actually in the hills right outside of the city at the National Weather Service Pendleton. They were telling us the storm has changed a little bit from what they were initially expecting. We're seeing potential for less snow than originally expected, but those extreme cold temperatures and the wind are going to be a big problem going into the weekend and into next week. I'll send it back to you.
While this winter weather is going to continue through the weekend, Stacey Lee has the details.
And let's take one final look at our weather, a planning forecast. Plan for warm clothes. That's what I'm telling you now. From our temperatures dropping 20 degrees substantially, and these overnight lows very, very chilly. The coldest night, of course, will be Friday night into Saturday, -1 in Walla Walla, 4 degrees for Hermiston, and those temperatures just stay all the way through the weekend. We'll start to see a slight little warm up beginning next Wednesday. Here's what it looks like for the Tri-Cities and Yakima. Very cold temperatures in the teens, -1 overnight Friday, 1 degree on Saturday and Sunday. So extremely cold weather out there. So again, protect those pipes. Make sure the pets are indoors or have water inside. Everything's going to be frozen up here for the next several days. Again, be safe out there. And thanks for watching Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Stacey. World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Apple Valley News Now is back tonight at 6, and you can find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.